ASP Zadok should be invited against Abiola's case. The officer, I think...
Take details.
ASP,
Give them the details.
ASP Zadok.
Where is he serving now?
He's supposed to be in the presidency, but he's neither there nor nowhere. Because he was the one that brought Abiola on the last day by General Sani Abacha. There's so much to it. And I wanted to give so many examples for the commission to understand, but I know there is no time. I pray I'm given the time to give these examples.
Thank you.
Thank you, my Lord.
No, I'm just pleading that we give him 10 minutes and then you can... Yeah, take the next 10 minutes and then you can round up.
I appreciate, my Lord. My Lord, the fears, I'm only going to talk about the fears and go away. Fears, and then the misrepresentation of true issues to the government of the day. Now, when General Abacha was alive, there were a lot of rumors of people who came here and said so much, and some went to the papers and spoke on the issue of self-sufficiency. The question is, whose ambition was it to have that self-sufficiency? Was it General Abacha? My Lord, the answer is, and I'm sure, people do not know this. The same, a drama was to happen, and that's the way I saw it, and somebody announced an ambition. Who was that person? The same person I am talking about in this case, Alhaji Ibrahim Komasi, was his own idea. How? He was to head an ING. Service chiefs were to be retired. New ones were to come. He was to handle the election. This was his proposal. And when eventually General Abacha died, he quickly switched his loyalty to General Sani Abacha. If you can give me time, much more could be said. I'm introducing it. Let me rush to the next thread. In 1994, my Lord, I'm telling you why we are kept, so that we don't give light on cases that at least we knew that existed in file. Second, 1994, the same Ibrahim Komasi was to be retired. General MC Ali, Abdullahi Ahmed, then GOC 1 Division. Most of them found him unfit because he was considered to be epileptic. I was interrogated badly. I was tortured badly by an SIP established by the same Komasi and Abdusalami Abubakar on this same matter, and I said it, under severe torture. I have a lot of marks on my body. I don't want to talk about it now. But again, this same man thought that I was part and parcel of that team. His hatred started against us all along. The cases we have in court were stage managed and pre-planned. I was not part of it, and I hope he is watching. I was not part of removing him. If I was, I will say it. There is nothing he can do. I was not. So those who wanted to remove him and the things he did and the hatred he showed onto me and several things, campaign of calumny he carried against me, was one of these issues and is one of the reasons why we are in prison. Now General Bamai, when they had a council meeting, General Bamai said to General Abdusalami Abubakar,
there's something like contempt of court. If a matter is in another court, we need not discuss it here. Why they are in prison should not be mentioned at all.
I am not part of that, my
It's
Lord.
before a court.
Yes, but my Lord will know that I'm not part of that.
I don't say you are part. Warn him. He's your client.
No, my Lord, the commission said they are giving him 5 more minutes. 10.
my Lord,
So, in fact, in response to that, I was sitting down. So, he's aware now that that's the position.
I saw that when he mentioned that, he will stand up and tell him no.
As the court pleases.
Going too far.
okay, I'm sorry, my Lord.
I have mentioned that to him.
My Lord, I'm sorry. It is only because it is interwoven between the intrigues that took me to court and the intrigues that Nigerians need to know to get reconciliation done. That's all. And I hope the court will remove the content because of the interests of Nigeria. I want Nigerians to know, away from the contempt I'm given. It's not intentional. My Lord, another issue is the issue of 2 million man march. 2 million man march was Mustafa's initiation confirmed. I initiated it. I initiated it for the following reasons. My Lord, I initiated it for the following reasons. I believe that the youth of this country, and this is the only thought I came up with, should not be seen to be used by the politicians only when it comes to election. And no sooner elections is done, these young men will be left in the street to go back to crimes. There won't be peace. Even if you have reconciliation, the same human rights issues will go. So based on this, I initiated that the youth should come and speak to themselves. But no sooner I gathered them, speakers were garnered by this same person who wanted to become the head of ING for the election. And yet at the end of the day, it was considered that whatever was said at the 2 million man march, it was Mustafa's initiation. My Lord, I was investigated by a panel. This matter is not in court, but I was dealt with by Sani Abacha and Ibrahim Komasi. I am saying it now loud and clear for the world to know. Much has been written about it. And even the president of the country was misbriefed that I initiated it with a view to continue with the self-sustaining. No, my love for the young ones will never ever be out of my sight. Now the next one, my Lord, is the issue of Yakase's prison note. This was an article written by Sani Abacha, his CSO, and Ibrahim Komasi. This thing was taken to Source magazine simply because they want me dealt with. When the issue of coup against me was off, they decided to write that so that I would continue to be in detention. The reason is they don't want me to talk on cases like that of Kalto in case it comes. Thank God that the wisdom in the leadership has brought about this commission. I'm rushing, my Lord. I don't want to say much. Now, my Lord, there is another terrible issue, and I think Nigerians need to know. For nothing, I want to tender those exhibits. So much money has been handed over. I want this cleared. I handed over the sum of 500 million naira to General Sani Abacha when General Abacha died. I handed over, I have all the exhibits to tender, because tomorrow another person will come and say, if you had submitted that type of money and handed over to him when General Abacha died, where is the money? It is in handing and taking over notes between himself and I. The same copies of handing and taking over notes are in my bags. There were vehicles, my Lord, total 23 assorted. All the papers are here, photocopies of the documents. Mercedes limousines were bought. They are all in Mina. Six warehouses were built by JB and a farm. These vehicles are distributed there. At Gwarimpa, soon after General Abacha died, people were told in NTA, and I was investigated on that, on an issue that was totally false. Houses, 45 of them in Gwarimpa, they were called Mustafa's housing estate. My Lord, I don't have thirst for money, no material. I believe in integrity. These houses are General Abubaka's own houses today. He shared it to himself and to his boys and girlfriends. They are there. I want it confirmed. And for the avoidance of doubt, my Lord,
okay, hold on.
2 more points, I go away.
Hold on.
2 more points, I go away, my Lord.
Hold on. Just one moment. Please, let me just point out. No, it's okay. No, you'll get your 2 points. Hold on.